Hey guys, good morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you're from. Thank you to everybody who's already in here and waiting. If you're watching this on the replay, then thank you for coming back and watching our trivia. I hope you've all had a good week. I had an okay week. I fell down the stairs, which was horrible. I don't think I've ever fallen down the stairs before quite like that, and it really hurt. So normally I would do a body pump workout on a Friday, but I'm too sore. I'm all bruised up and horrible, but I'm fine. I'm fine. You just, I have more respect for the stairs now. Definitely have more respect for the stairs. Hello to my dad who's in here. Hello to everybody who's joining me. Hope you're all okay wherever you are. It's pouring with rain here. It's dark. I think we're having a storm. It's a little bit depressing, but I'm glad we have trivia to get us through today. Don't fall down the stairs. I know that. I think before I've fallen down, maybe 2 or 3 stairs, like tripped down the stairs, but this was from the top to the bottom and ended up with me laying on the bottom of the floor. It was not nice. And I was looking up at my phone, which I left at the top of the stairs. I dropped it as I fell down. I was thinking, it's a good job I haven't, broken anything, or I don't know how I'd be like, Alexa, please phone my mum. Probably. So today I'm drinking Vimto squash. Here it is. It is blackcurrant and various other things. Lovely squash. I love Vimto. I love this comment because of the sassy clap. Thank you for whoever gave me a dislike. As far as YouTube goes, a dislike is the same as a like. It helps my channel. So every time someone gives me a dislike, then thanks, I guess. So yeah, I found some imposters today. I found a YouTube, I found an Instagram and a WhatsApp that was pretending to be me. It was quite funny. Someone on Facebook sent me the conversation they'd had with me, sending pictures of me. Really weird, weirds me out. But that's something you do when you put pictures on the internet. Anyone can take them. Anyone can pretend to be you. So just something you kind of have to get used to, I think. And it doesn't bother me too much. It's just strange, really, really strange. But the Instagram account's been closed down now, so thank you to everybody who reported it. And I've just annoyed the person on WhatsApp until I think they've got a better idea. Very weird though, very, very strange. Mike says, hello from Brighton. Hello to everybody from all over the world. New Jersey, Florida, Las Vegas. Amazing. I'd love to go back to Vegas at some point. I have been for a few days. But I would love to go back. Such a strange place. I know people live in Vegas, but I cannot imagine living there. I can imagine going for a weekend, but to live in the middle of the desert is so strange, so different from here. Why would anyone do that? I think this person was trying to chat up this guy and thought my pictures would help. If anything, I should be flattered. I should take that as a compliment, but just weird. Hudson's asleep. Hudson is always asleep. He came in yesterday with a moth and he just ate it. It was horrible. I was thinking, I feed him enough. He doesn't need to go out and get these snacks, but he's clearly in kind of a hunting mood at the moment. And I hate moths. I hate them. So I guess that's fine. But it was horrible because he's my lovely little fluffy thing, but he's a savage hunter. Okay, cool. Welcome from a very damp Peak District. Yeah, I think it's just very damp everywhere. It's miserable, really, really miserable. In sunny Newcastle, sunny. He hasn't found any more birds. No, that's good. He caught 2 birds and that was enough. Then I got rid of the bird feeder because I felt like I was kind of baiting the birds to their death, which I didn't want to do. So I've taken down the bird feeder. The birds are still there. But yeah, no, we've been fine with that. Oh, okay, so we've got 15 questions today. We've got some photos, some not photos. What I've started doing now too is putting all of these questions and the answers on my website, just so that if you want to see them, you can on cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com. And yeah, one thing I did this week is I set up emmacruises.com that just redirects to cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com. Absolutely genius. emmacruises.com is so much easier to type. Okay, cool. So we've got 15 questions. Pretty standard questions, I think. Some pictures, some without pictures. Are we ready to get going? I feel like for the first 5 minutes, everybody's kind of catching up, getting the notifications and coming in here. But by the time we've got to 5 minutes, I think everyone who wants to play is in here. So I think we should get going. Thank you, Jane, for your super sticker. That was a bit of a tongue twister. Really appreciate your super sticker. Super Jane. Thank you for that. So let's get on with question number 1, I think. Okay, question number 1 is a little bit of like current events, I suppose. See how much you've been paying attention. In which European country have river cruises restarted right now? River cruises are going and they've started in this country. If there's more that I don't know about since, then you can probably have an extra point, but there's one that I'm thinking of that's been in the news a lot. Oh, this is such a lovely comment. Finished 1/4 of the How to Cruise for Less course. It's been phenomenal, just like the trivia. Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you like it. This is my new cruise course that I released last week. It's called How to Cruise for Less. It's kind of all of my tips and tricks on how I cruise so cheaply and so often. So if you are interested in that, head to cruisingisn'tjustforoldpeople.com or emmacruises.com and it will redirect you and you can find out everything about my cruise course there. Thank you so much for that lovely comment. I really appreciate that. It means so much to me. So thank you for writing down your answers in the comments. If you want to do that, that's fine. Other people may copy you, but it's up to you. I don't know if we're competing against each other, probably not. But yeah, if you want to just write them down, that's fine too. We'll do all of the questions and then we'll go through and do all of the answers. Okay, so question number 2, I think you guys have got that one. If you know that one, it is, what is the name of Virgin Voyages' second cruise ship? Cruise ship number 2. There are currently 3. The third one's not done yet, but there's 3. David said, must have a look at that course. Yes, you must, David. It's kind of just everything that's in my brain, but in one place, which is really nice for me to have everything out, kind of one thing to update. Let me know if you're watching this on Facebook. I think we've had some Facebook kind of issues, and it seems like it's just YouTube in here. I'm not sure. Facebook is very funny with this. I use StreamYard to do my streaming, and I don't know. I just see YouTube comments. It's better if you do go over to YouTube if you can anyway. Natalie says, hello, I'm late. I spilled my juice. I can relate to that. I'm so clumsy. Okay, we've got plenty of answers for that one. I've seen some good prices for this cruise, actually. Surprisingly good prices. I'm not going to speak because I'll give away the answers again. Okay, question number 3. Without the picture doesn't make sense because it is, where is this? And then the picture is this one. This picture of me, where is this? Oh, I didn't crop this very well. You can still see my hands at the side. Please forgive me. I hope you do forgive me. My squash is Vimto flavored today. Vimto is like blackcurrant and grape, I think. I'm not really sure. But it is lovely. It is lovely. So where is this? Where is that? Sean says, sorry, Emma, my YouTube is breaking down today. It feels like everything is breaking today. Just, you know, you have a day where you touch everything and it falls on the floor or it's upside down or everything's just hard. I've tried to do a bit of tidying up in the garden today and it looks nice. And as soon as I go outside, it starts raining. And then I think, you know, I put my shoes on and then I have a hole in my shoe and it's just, oh, one of those days, I think. I'm not going to comment again because I'm going to give away the answer. Have you tried Vimto lollies? I have not. I did buy some ice lollies, which is why I think it's now raining. I bought some shorts and some ice lollies, and then as soon as I did that, it started to rain. Ugh. But it should come back. Summer shouldn't be over yet, but it looks horrible out there. It looks so gross. I'm an apple and blackcurrant squash girl, says Karen. I'm a big fan of an apple and blackcurrant squash. I don't think you can go wrong with that. I drink so much squash, especially when I'm on these live streams. It's because I'm speaking for an hour. It is quite a lot to speak for an hour, but no one I'd prefer to speak to than you guys who are in here. I recognise all your lovely names and my parents. So, yeah. Okay, so let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4 is another picture. It is, which Norwegian cruise line cruise ship has this bathroom layout? There we go. What is that? It's a strange bathroom layout. Which Norwegian cruise line cruise ship is this? Okay, cool. So we have got another super chat. Thank you so much from, hi, I'm the guy, I don't know what your name is, the bird, the guy that runs Cruise Ship Capital on Instagram. I just wanted to say you're doing an amazing job and love watching your channel grow. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. It's a very strange time to be in the cruise world. I'm sure you understand too. But I'm a cruise creator and cruising is closed. It's really, really odd. But thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Okay, lots of answers there for that one. I think you guys know it. You need to try Vimto ice lollies. It's a must. Can I just freeze Vimto and put it in the freezer? I don't know where to get Vimto lollies from. I'm sure I can. Next time I see them, I will get some. That does sound good. Okay, cool. All you had to say was bathroom. Yeah, which bathroom? And then that's it. Any bathroom layout that includes wine is good for me. I don't really keep my wine in the bathroom, but if you do, then yeah. Not gonna judge you at all. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's not the same, guys. I just love the passion in these comments. The capitals, the use of actions and everything. I love those comments. Okay. Mike says, will Virgin sell Scarlet Lady? They should have asked you to design it. I don't know anything about cruise ship design, and if I did, it would probably be a disaster, but I'd be more than happy to go in once they've designed it and say, fix this and that and change that. I could do that part. That's no problem. Be a cruise consultant, design consultant. That sounds fantastic. Okay, cool. Liam says, everyone like this video? Thank you. If you could like this video, we've got 102 people in here now and 20 thumbs or hearts or whatever you can do. Okay, cool. We're on to question number 5. What is the top loyalty status with Royal Caribbean? I am nowhere near this. I've got 1 Royal Caribbean cruise under my belt, which is not many, but yeah, not many. What is the top loyalty status? I only know this one from being in Facebook groups where people start their message with, I am this and blah, 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 blah. Like, personally, I don't understand why you need to know that, but a lot of people do that. If you're not in our Facebook group, it's called Cruising Isn't Just for Old People, and join us in there. It's a very nice place to be. Jenny says, does Valiant Lady have the same silly beds as Scarlet Lady? Yes. All of the cruise ships, they're building a 3rd one now. They're all the same. Todd says, love the Patreon podcast you did about Scarlet Lady. Thanks, Todd. I did a Patreon-only podcast where I talked about kind of everything I'd done with Virgin, the trips I'd been on, how I went on this trip, what it was actually like, because there are loads of things that I didn't think were fair to put in a review, but I just wanted to talk about it. So I talked about it on my Patreon podcast. Thank you, Todd. Patron number 1, founding patron there. Is it the Hudson level? It is not the Hudson level. No, it's not the Hudson level. Sean says, loved your Patreon last week, worth the wait. Thank you so much, Sean. I really appreciate your nice comments, really, really do. If you're not in Patreon and you would like to be, join us in there. That would be fantastic. Again, everything's on Cruising Isn't Just for Oldpeople.com. Please can you say hello to my daughter Amy? She joins in with the trivia each week. She's only 11. That's fantastic. My niece joins in with this trivia sometimes and she's 9. And she's never been on a cruise and she gets some of them right. I don't know. Smart kids have been hanging out with me too much, I think. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 6. Question number 6 is, Norwegian Cruise Line have released guidelines for what they're going to do when they return to cruising. Do the guidelines say that passengers must wear masks on board? Is that a yes or a no? This is a throwback to my last week's YouTube video all about wearing masks on cruise ships in the future. Just throwing this one in there to see who watched my latest video. It is all about the future of cruising, yeah. And do Norwegian Cruise Line say that we're going to have to wear masks, or do they not? I'm trying to reach it. There we go. Fiona says, I bloody hope not. Well, okay. Oh, you just made her day. You're very welcome. That's very easy. I'm more than happy to shout out things and stuff, but I'm always very nervous that I'm gonna pronounce someone's name wrong, or yeah, I'm really not good at that stuff. Okay, cool. We've got a variety of answers going on in there. Variety of answers. Let's move on to question number 7. If ever you hear a weird squeaky noise, it's me just like squeaking that. That's what that is. Okay, question number 7 is, all cruise ships for which cruise line end their names with the letter A at the moment? At the moment, they do have a new one coming out that does not end its name in A. Why they would change that, I have no idea, but I'm not going to say any more because I think I'm going to give away the answer, and I don't want to. Okay. If you have any cruise-related questions, please feel free to just drop them in the comments, and I'll try and answer as many as I can between trivia things, if you would like me to. It's quite hard to read them if they're particularly long. I sometimes can't read them all, and they go really fast, but I'll do my best. Carnival CEO is saying that he doesn't know when to resume cruising. 1st of August, they say. They don't know. They have no idea. There's no way they can know because it's not in their control. They have to be told that they can cruise. They have to be able to get their staff back. They have to get the passengers to want to cruise again. It's completely out of their control. So I think it's a best guess. I really don't think August. Some cruise lines, at least Cunard here in the UK, they've said some things in November, I think, all the way back to November. Some of their cruises they're not cruising till. So August seems very, very optimistic. I've been holding out this whole time, hoping for September or October. I have a weekend cruise booked in September. I'd really like to go on it. I really would, but I'm not too sure. Sean says, what is your YouTube video about this week? It is all about travel insurance. So I've kind of mixed together my day job, which is in insurance, and all of this cruise stuff, which is something that I've never done before. But so many people are worried about travel insurance. You know, I have a policy. Is it going to cover me for my next cruise, or can I get a new one? Is that going to cover me? What happens if I renew an annual policy? There's so many questions. So I've spent about 2 days reading everything from all of these different insurers, what they're going to cover you for, when, where, everything. So it's going to be a really big information-packed video all about travel insurance. I hope you guys like it because my brain is so full of this stuff right now. I think it's really important though. The last thing you want to do is go on a cruise with no travel insurance, get stuck abroad, end up with massive medical bills. It would be awful. So hopefully you like it. If you do like it, please share the videos around. It makes a massive difference if they're kind of shared around. So if you know anyone that would like the videos, please do send them to them. That would be really, really good. So that is my answer to what is the video this week. That's all I've been doing for the last few days. Insurance is a lot of, well, it depends. Yeah, no matter what you say, there's going to be, you know, one policy that does the opposite because that's just how they work. Those policy terms are so long. I've been reading kind of looking at the biggest 30 here in the UK and some American ones too. I think that's the best kind of overview we can get. People, of course, should ask their travel insurance for, you know, specifics, but I think it gives people an idea because people are really kind of overwhelmed, and I understand why. I definitely understand why. Okay. See, I bought travel insurance for my cancelled cruise, waste of money. It may not be a waste of money. Watch my video on Sunday and I'll tell you why. Cool. Week 12. Yeah, I think we're on week 12 now, maybe? Not sure. I think we're on week 12. I don't know. This is kind of all blurred together. Blurred together? Merged together? Bleh. I've been told I'm working from home for at least 3 more months. So I'm going to be doing this for at least 3 more months. So I hope you guys like it. I don't know if I'll struggle to think of more questions. I'll do my best anyway. So question number 8, let's move on to how many pools does the Sapphire Princess have? 1, 3, or 5? You have an instrument behind you, play it a little bit. I mean, I can mash the things. Beep, 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 beep. But I'm not going to play it. What is are you asking me what my second favorite cruise line is? Maybe. I think my top 3 right now, if you give me money to go on a cruise, top 3, Norwegian, Princess, and Marella. There you go. Also really like MSC, if I have less money. And if I have all the money in the world, Viking. Hands down Viking. So it does depend how much money I have. Mike says we're supposed to be flying to Madeira on 7th of September with EasyJet. Will we get there? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it with a smile, but I always have a smile. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think so. I don't think so. The flights are the things that make it difficult. I saw an MSC cruise that was £39 for 3 nights, but it goes from Hamburg, so it's like you can't know that you're going to be able to get there. If it was from the UK, I mean, I would cruise on a cruise from the UK that went nowhere quite happily. No problem. And what's your 7th favorite cruise line? I have no idea. I have no idea. Okay, so I think if you know the answer to that question, you have got the answer. So let's move on to question number 9, which is Royal Caribbean have recently patented, I don't know if that's a word, patented a new invention. It's a face mask, and what is it called? You always have a smile, and that's a good thing. Thanks. It does hurt my face when I come off of these streams because it genuinely, like, I'm smiling for an hour, and you don't normally do that. In conversation, you have breaks. In this is just me smiling for an hour, but I'm never going to complain about smiling for an hour and it hurting my face. Like, that is no problem. This one is another test. If you watched my last weekend's video, I see some of you guys did, or maybe you just know this, but Royal Caribbean have put in a patent and everyone was saying, my goodness, this means we have to wear face masks because, you know, I'm asking for, like, what are they calling it? What are Royal Caribbean calling their face masks? Yeah. Peter says, what's your opinion on Costa after the Concordia incident? I've cruised with Costa. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's a bit strange. I mean, it's very different from any cruise I've ever been on, but it's so cheap, it's so loud, it's so colourful, it's so bright, it's fun. I would cruise with Costa again, just for the price that Costa cruises are. They're fantastic. But, you know, actually, I thought it was going to be more difficult to cruise with Costa only speaking English, but they have an English representative on board and stuff like that. So if you just speak English, it's fine, but you are going to be surrounded by Italians, like the music's all in Italian. Most of the staff speak English, and they probably, I don't know, I feel like I don't know, do people, if they probably learn English before they learn Italian, if you're from the Philippines or somewhere, right? So for them speaking English, they might actually prefer it than speaking Italian. I'm not sure. I see some of you have got the thing. Have got the thing. Okay, question number 10, which is the only cruise line that shows movies the same day as they premiere on the land? If you just think about which cruise line, movies, and then just put down the answer. I have watched movies on cruises, but they're always kind of, they're never new ones. They're always kind of a few years old. I like watching them on Princess when they have movies under the stars, and you can watch a movie and it's nice and warm, and you can eat some popcorn and all that kind of stuff. The first thing that went through my brain there was you can eat sweet corn, which isn't normally a snack for movies, but I do love sweet corn. Okay, cool. Lots of answers for that one. Let's move on to question number 11, which is, what is Holland America's private island called? I'm going to give you a clue that it has the word key or K in it, depending on how you want to say it. I asked you guys in our Facebook group if you pronounce it key or K, and I think that has had more replies than pretty much anything I've ever done, which is strange. I mean, good, really good. And I think most people agree that it's K. Apart from it seems like the people who are there say key. So it's kind of, but yeah. Particularly with things like Royal Caribbean, their island's called Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And I think that rhymes, because Perfect Day at Coco Cay, it doesn't really rhyme. But we're not talking about Royal Caribbean, we're talking about Holland America. I've never cruised with Holland America. I would like to. I imagine it's kind of relaxing and, like a bit of a slower pace, but I've heard the food is good. I've heard the service is really good. Some of their newer ships look really, really nice. So I definitely would cruise with Holland America. They're just not really around here very much. Okay. I've kind of with the key or K question, I'm kind of done with that now. Like I am just sticking with what I think. What is your worst cruise experience? I've never had a bad cruise really. I took a celebrity cruise that wasn't really that good because it was 3 days over a weekend and everyone was so drunk. That wasn't really great. The Costa cruise was very, just cheap, but it was a cheap cruise. I think I don't have ridiculously high expectations for things, especially if things are cheap. I think, this is so much better than being at work. And then that's it. So I don't think I've really ever had bad cruise experiences. I mean, I've done things like where I've forgotten to change the time, and like on disembarkation day, they've come to the door and been like, get out. And I'm thinking, I've got 5 minutes because I set the time wrong, things like that. But nothing that's really ever made a cruise awful. I've never had norovirus on a cruise, no. Had a lot of like cruise coughs and cruise colds and stuff like that, but I've never had norovirus or anything particularly bad. Touch wood. Just gonna touch some wood. Okay, cool. Let's go on to question number 12, which is, Hong Kong has 2 official languages. What are they? Peter is just writing this over and over again. You say it as key. Yeah, well, yeah. I say it as key. Key or K or whatever you want to say. Whatever you want to say. Steve says, what is your ideal cruise ship size? I don't know things about cruise ship tonnage. People always ask me about that and I have no idea. But in terms of passengers, I like cruise ships with about 2,500. I think 2,500. Okay, cool. Got less answers on that one. 2 official languages of Hong Kong. What are they? Okay. Liam says, have you ever walked to your cabin to find out you lost your key card? I don't think I've lost my key card, but the number of times that it stops working or used to stop working or something like that all the time. I don't think I've ever lost it though. I have this thing on my phone, wherever my phone is. Well, I've lost my whole phone. Oh no, it's here. I'm just gonna take my bank cards out of there because otherwise you'll just see my bank cards. But this looks really bad, but I have this like little pouch on there and that's where I put in my cruise card. So I never lose it. But there's my driving license. Haven't needed that for a while. Okay, cool. Tony says, do you book select or early saver? Always early saver, always the cheapest, whatever the cheapest rate is. I'm not bothered about where my cabin is or dining priority or whatever, just cheapest ships. That's the best for me. Time to get to work. We'll finish trivia tonight. See everyone next Friday. Thank you so much for joining us and leaving your nice, kind comments. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, cool. Question number 13 is, what is the buffet on Royal Caribbean cruise ships called? Philip says, but your phone de-digitizes the room card. It doesn't in this, or it hasn't in the last 3 years that I've had this. It's never de-digitized it. I think it's got like a thick enough layer there that it keeps it from de-digitizing. I have had my phone de-digitize it before when I've kept, just my phone and the card together in a pocket. It has done that. But with this thing, it's never done it. So never had a problem with that. Yeah, Pamela says, booking solo cheap is always a challenge. It's a challenge. It's not impossible. I'm in a good Facebook group called Cruises for Solos. If you're not already in there, get in there. They share cruise deals and stuff like that. It definitely is possible to find cheap-ish cruises. It's just not as cheap as for one yet. But I think cruise lines are getting there. I think it's getting better. Okay, I think you guys have got that one. Question number 14 is, many MSC cruise ships have real crystal staircases. How much does each step cost? So if you've ever seen, it's not all MSC ships. A few of the old ones don't have it, but Meraviglia, Grandiosa, Bellissima, they all have these real crystal staircases that are gorgeous, and they're so expensive. I can't believe how much they cost. I did a shipyard visit to see MSC Bellissima, and they talked about how much it costs per step. So I'm going to give you a clue. It's in thousands of dollars. If you can give me how many thousands of dollars, yeah. Where did you find this answer out? MSC told me it. MSC told me it when I was actually there, and yeah, they told me it. They told me it. They told me it. And I hope it's, if you Google it, you get the same answer as what they told me, because that would be very, very annoying. A squidillion. Not quite a squidillion. I don't know how much a squidillion is, but it is quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money. Okay, so moving on to the last question, question number 15. It is, which cruise line is hosting a 90s versus noughties cruise in September? Or supposed to be, and I'm supposed to be on board. 90s versus noughties cruise in September. They did a just 90s cruise last year, and then we're moving forward to the noughties. I really want to go, but yeah, I'm not holding my breath. I have paid for it now in full. No, I haven't. I forgot. I haven't paid for it. Oh no, I need to pay for it. I'm going to do that after this. I have the money, I just haven't paid for it yet. And I'm not going to say anything else. Not going to say anything else about that. Okay, cool. Lots of answers. So I'm going to go back through from the start and we can do the same questions. And if you want to shout out your answers, I'll put them on the screen when you get them all right, and we'll see how many you get out of 15. If that works for you. Okay, cool. So let's go back to question number 1, which was, in which European country have river cruises restarted? River cruises. Wow, 2000 sounds so much better in British. Do people not in Britain not say naughties? Hello to Moa Man. Thank you so much, Moa Man, for joining me. Moa Man is a channel I follow about, lawnmower repair and stuff, and it's so funny. There are some cruise ships that do have real lawns on the top. The celebrity ships have lawns on the top. So thank you so much, Moa Man, for jumping in here. I really appreciate that. If ever you need to know anything about lawnmowers, this is your guy. Here's your guy. Yeah, the answer is Germany. Sassy clap. Yes, that's what it is. The answer is Germany. Well done to everybody who put Germany, and well done for this very elaborate answer. That's just brilliant. I think most of you guys got this. No naughties. You guys don't call it the naughties. Really? Oh, naughties is what we call it pretty much. That's what the cruise is called, naughties. 90s versus noughties cruise? Because it's noughts, get it? I can't believe people don't say that. That's interesting. Okay, so question number 2 is, what is the name of Virgin Voyages' second cruise ship? Second cruise ship. Some of you guys were talking about this one later on, but there are 3 at the moment. So Virgin Voyages are building their 3rd ship, having never sailed their 1st ship, you know, with customers, which is very brave, very, very brave. It'll either pay off for them great or it won't. But the answer is Valiant Lady. Yes, Valiant Lady. Valiant Lady. Well done, Philip and Tim and Belle and Mr. Wing and Dave and everybody. Valiant Lady. Another sassy clap. Valiant Lady. Well done. Yes, I do think it's an interesting business move to get these ships out so fast. I know MSC are kind of getting their cruise ships out fast, but they've tried it for a long time and they know that it works. Even their strategy of getting out cruise ships every year at least is I mean, risky given what's just happened. But yeah, I'm not in charge. Not in charge of that. Okay, cool. So question number 3 is, where is this? And it was the picture of myself here, my lovely red coat. I like that red coat. I look very happy. It was a long time ago. A long time ago. Where is this? Be careful of the use of the claps. It is in Scotland. Yes, it is Scotland. It is Loch Ness. And it's a really cool place to visit. It's really, really strange. Scotland. Is that something I see in the water behind you? I didn't see anything there, which was a shame. But it was a really cool place to visit. I did take a British Isles cruise, and I had this picture saved to my computer because I just wrote a post about British Isles cruising and, you know, what to pack, because it's very difficult to pack for the UK. As we can see here today, it's raining, it's horrible. Tomorrow it's supposed to be sunny. So it's dresses and coats and gloves and sun cream. We call it sun cream here in the UK. If you're from America, you call it sunscreen. There is a little difference for you. That helps. I did not meet the Loch Ness Monster. No, I didn't. Not at all. Not at all. Kieran says, did Scarlet Lady have disabled access to the ball? Apparently they do have a lift that goes in there. It wasn't there when I was on, but apparently they do. So that's good. Okay, cool. I did manage to escape without buying an Essie. I didn't buy anything, I don't think. No, I don't think so. I don't think I did. I escaped. They had loads of just the weirdest things in their gift shop, though. Scottish themed everything. Scottish themed shortbread biscuits. Okay, so question number 4 is another picture round. It is, which Norwegian Cruise Line cruise ship has this bathroom layout? And there is the bathroom. I don't mind this layout at all. I really don't mind it. But some people hate it, really, really hate it with a passion. Moaman says, thanks for the shout out. You're very welcome, Moaman. Moaman. It's so strange. YouTube is very, very odd, isn't it? I've been watching YouTube since I was 10, right? Yeah, almost since I was 10, because YouTube came out in 2005, as far as I know. I'm born in 94. So I've grown up with YouTube. And the things I like on YouTube, you know, of course I follow the cruise content, but the things I subscribe to, all kinds of stuff. But you can get lost on YouTube for hours. I'm sorry if I've lost you hours of your life, but that's YouTube for you. It is the Epic. Yes, it is the Epic. Well done to everybody who put Epic. I don't hate that bathroom at all. I really don't hate it. Some people really hate it. So in that picture, you've got on the right-hand side there, that is the shower. And then on the left, you've got a toilet. And then there's just this red curtain that goes across there. And then in the room is that tiny, tiny sink. It's a very, very small sink. And you can see on the wall there is the soap and stuff. It is weird. It is weird, but it didn't bother me. Some people really, really hated it, but it didn't bother me at all. It depends who you're cruising with, though, I think. If you're cruising with family or, your partner, it's probably fine. If you're cruising with friends, it's a bit weird to just step out of the shower. I know there's a curtain there, but I don't know. It just seems a bit odd. And I feel, it's like a bit frosted glass to the toilet, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. Very weird. It works very, very well on their solo studio rooms, though. So maybe they kind of tested it on their ship. They never did it again, but they used it on their solos. Maybe. Okay, so question number 5 is, what is the top loyalty status with Royal Caribbean? Royal Caribbean, I'm nowhere near this. Nowhere at all. Some people are so loyal to Royal Caribbean. So loyal. Honestly, I think out of all the cruise lines, probably their following is the most loyal, apart from Disney. Disney cruisers love Disney. Yep, it is Pinnacle. Mr. Wig and Dave, well done there, coming straight in there. Pinnacle. Yeah, I have to say, I do only know this one because of people saying it. They say, oh, I'm this level. I'm platinum on Norwegian and I'm level black, I think, with MSC. So I'm doing okay with them, but nothing with Royal Caribbean. I don't see myself ever being loyal to a single cruise line. Me neither, because there's so many cruise lines and you'd be so stuck in regards to pricing and stuff like that. If you want to get a cheap cruise, you've got to just, open your mind. Okay, so question number 6 is, Norwegian Cruise Line have released guidelines for when they return to cruising. Do the guidelines say that you must wear a mask or not? Pamela says they always have their pins on. Yeah. Royal gives you a free cruise when you get to the highest level, says David. That sounds amazing. What about your princess loyalty? I've only been on 2 princess cruises, so I don't really have any. 800 nights to get to Pinnacle. That is impressive. More than 2 years on a Royal Caribbean cruise. I mean, I'd love that. It sounds fantastic, but yeah. It's a no. No, 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 no. Yeah, it is no. Well done to everybody who put that. They haven't said that you have to wear masks. On some river cruises that are started now, you do have to wear masks. So I don't think it's unrealistic to say that, some people will wear masks. It may be that you have to, muster or embarkation or times where it's really hard to distance yourself from other people. But they're not going to say, if you cruise for 2 weeks, you have to wear a mask. I don't think people would do it. I asked everyone in our Facebook group if they would do it, and 50% said no. So that's quite a percentage of your market to chop off. 50%. Okay. I was gold with P&O, then they brought in 2 more levels and I was downgraded. That's not fair. If you're at the top, you should be put back up the top there, Tony. Not happy. Imagine the tan lines with a face mask on. I don't even want to. That'd be awful. At least everyone would have the same, I guess, but it would be horrible. Okay, so question number 7 now is, all ships for this cruise line end their names with the letter A. For now. They do have a new one on order that ends in an E, I think, just to be confusing. I think I would keep that. If I got to this point, I think they have 15 cruise ships or something like that, and at this point, all of them have an A. I think I would stick with the A. Gotta be honest with you. Okay. Yep, the answer is Costa. Well done to everybody who put Costa. I genuinely went through the entire list of Costa cruise ships to work out if this was really a thing, because I've heard it before, but I wasn't 100% convinced. Sorry to whoever told me if I wasn't convinced, but I went through every single one of the names and they end in an A. A lot of Italian words, I suppose, just end in an A, and it's just a coincidence, but hey ho. So question number 8 now is, how many pools does the Sapphire Princess have? 1, 3, or 5? 1, 3, or 5? I put this question in here to prove a point that they're one of my favorite cruise lines because they have got 5 pools on the cruise ship, and that's not even the most, I don't think. I'm pretty sure some of their cruise ships have 6. Really good. So I took a cruise on the Golden Princess, and there was a pool at the back, you know, where the aft goes down, a pool there. There was an outside pool, like a main pool, an inside pool, another pool by the sanctuary. I think that might have been it. But even still, that's a lot of swimming pools for a cruise ship. And I love the amount of kind of just open deck space on Princess cruise ships. I think they're one of my favorite. They're not the most kind of edgy or modern or anything like that. They're quite classic, but I like that. So the answer is 5. Titanic swimming pool is still full. What a fact. I would assume it is. Okay, so question number 9. Royal Caribbean have recently patented a new invention. It is a face mask, and what have they called it? Ooh, Philip says AIDA. All the cruise ships end in A. Do they? If they do, you can have a point if you put AIDA. I hadn't even considered AIDA. I mean, now you mention it, I can't think of any that don't end in A. Maybe you're right. Oh, Pamela is close with C mask, but it's not C mask. I did see some correct answers before. If you do know this one, please drop them in the comments. This was another thing that I covered in last week's video, and it's strange. I did see so many news stories that said, you know, this has been patented. That means we're going to have to do this. Outrage. And it's not. It costs $350 for a company to patent this. And what is $350 to Royal Caribbean? They probably just do this with every idea that everybody has, because at that point, why not? It is not Masky Mask Face, although Masky Mask Face is quite a good one. It is the sea face. Yes, it is the sea face. Royal Caribbean they just call everything sea, don't they, really? I mean, Of the Seas is all of their cruise ships. The answer is sea face. Okay, cool. Same with P&O. Do all P&O ships end in A? Let's think about this. Britannia, Ventura, Oriana. Can't remember the other ships. You may be right. What? Why? Oh, we've come. Oh, is that one? Because if that's one, then you can't have AIDA anymore. I didn't mean to change this into just a fight about which cruise ships end in A. I thought Costa was the only one, but maybe not. Okay, so the answer was sea face to that one. Question 9, sea face. So question number 10, which is the only cruise line that shows movies the same day as they premiere on land? New cruise ships. I mean, new movies, not new cruise ships. P&O have Pacific Dawn, says Susan. Is that part of the Australia brand of P&O? Not sure where we draw the line. Yeah, the answer is Disney. You can see new Disney movies on Disney cruises, which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? I haven't cruised with Disney yet. It's the price. It is just so much more expensive than I would pay for a cruise, to be honest with you. And they're very, very rarely in Europe. When they are in Europe, say they're doing a Norwegian Fjord cruise, I look at it and it's £400 a night. And I'm thinking I could get 4 nights on an MSC cruise for that price. So I don't see me anytime soon cruising with Disney. I've got 2 nieces, 9 and 2, who would love Disney, I'm sure. But I'm sure they'd love other cruise lines as well. So maybe I'll cruise with Disney one day. The people that cruise with Disney seem to love it. Really, really love it. A lot of adults cruise on there without children. Whether it's for me or not, I don't know. And the only way to know is to try it. But I can't see that happening anytime soon. Okay, question number 11 is, what is Holland America's private island called? Tony says, I'm on the same cruise on board Iona with you. I think I'm going to have a list of questions if ever I bump into you. I think I'm on the 16th of January? Mid-January. I can't really remember because I can't plan that far in advance in my head. I'm not allowed to book any holiday off work right now, so I'm just assuming that I can go, so I'm going. The answer is half moon K, half moon K, half moon K. Half moon, yeah, if you put half moon gay, I'm going to say as long as you have half moon, you can have a point. So it's half moon is the answer on that one. Question number 11. Okay, question number 12 now. It is Hong Kong has 2 official languages. What are they? I've been to Hong Kong twice, once when I was about, I don't know, actually, maybe 12. Not sure. I was a child, younger than I am now. And once on a cruise. On the cruise I did on the Golden Princess, which was fantastic. Mike says maybe Disney will sponsor you to review one of their cruises. Free cruise for Emma and your family. That would be fantastic. If anyone knows anyone who works at Disney who would like to get me a free cruise for me and my nieces, I would be the best auntie in the entire world. So that would be very, very cool. Yep, the answer is English and Chinese. English and Chinese, English and Chinese, English and Chinese. You can have that point. The spelling is yeah. Okay. So question number 13 now is, what is the buffet on Royal Caribbean cruise ships called? I find it hard to, not hard, but strange that I've only cruised on Royal Caribbean once. But the thing is I don't know, every time I see a Royal Caribbean cruise, it's just more expensive than what I want to pay. And we had Independence of the Seas here in the UK, and I did that one. And then I was thinking, I did that one. I didn't go back over to America recently, which seems to be where, the majority are. So I just haven't. Our paths just haven't crossed, but I'd love to cruise, especially on one of the big Royal Caribbean ships. I think I would love it. It is the Windjammer. It is the Windjammer. Yes. Okay, well, I think everybody got that one. Big Royal Caribbean fans in the house. They are. It seems like they're the most popular cruise line. Then they're not in terms of passenger numbers. Carnival is bigger, but the loyal fan base for Royal Caribbean is very, very strong. So many MSC cruise ships have real crystal staircases. How much does each step cost? You can say it in pounds or in dollars. I think I have the answer to both, maybe, or work it out anyway. And I'm going to give you a range because you're not going to get this dead on. It is not 40,000, Philip. Nope. How many thousand? More than £1. Yes, it's more than £1, but you can't have more than £1. At the moment, Moa Man is closest with £12,500. £10,000. Yes, Carol. If you put that in pounds, £10,000 or $13,000 is what I have in my brain for the kind of translation. So if you've put between $10,000 and $15,000, I'll let you have a point, or between £8,000 and £12,000. They're my rules. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I don't know how many steps are in a staircase, but quite a lot. So you're talking, you could buy a house for the price of a staircase. To be honest, I mean, they're real crystals and I appreciate they're lovely. It could be just squished up glass for me. I wouldn't even notice the difference. But yeah, if they wanted to give me the money, that would be good. Probably not going to happen. But if someone did give me one of these steps, I'd sell it. And I'd go on a really nice cruise for £10,000. That'd be amazing. I'd want a few months at sea for £10,000 though, I think. Okay, so our last question is this one, which is which cruise line is hosting a 90s versus noughties cruise in September? I don't know how to say that other than calling it noughties. How else do I say that? 90s versus Nothing. There's nothing. It's just naughties. Jenny says Harmony of the Seas incredible. Aqua Theatre diving shows are fantastic. I would love to go and see that. I think I would really like it. I think it's very different from kind of the cruises I go on where I sit by the pool and just relax and don't really do that much. But I'm up for that. I'm totally up for that. You could afford Disney then. Yes, I could. I could afford a little Disney cruise for £10,000. Okay, 2000s. So the noughties versus 2000s. Is that what I'd have to say? That's really hard. That's not catchy at all. Noughties versus 2000s. No. I want anyone who's in here who's American, which quite a lot of you are American, start saying noughties. Just start throwing that into conversation. The answer is Morella if you're lucky. Yes, the answer is Morella if you're lucky. I'm really hoping that it goes ahead. It goes to Bruges and Amsterdam, which, you know, that's not that far away. I don't see why not. By that point in September, you know, maybe things will be better. I'm hanging on hope. It's quite annoying because I have cruised with friends, but more with family. And the thing is I got 2 of my friends who've never been on a cruise to agree to come on this cruise with me. And we booked it together. We booked a balcony cabin. Amazing. And I was really looking forward to it. I was really proud of myself that I managed to book this cruise and convince people to go on it. And so far, all they've done is give me money. I've booked a cruise and we're probably not going to go on it. So I'm kind of a bit of a shame. Yeah, but fingers crossed, maybe it will go ahead. Apart from that, the only cruise I have is the cruise I booked on P&O's Iona for January. Please, things be okay by January. I really hope so. Susan says, good night all, 3 a.m. here, time for sleep. Good night, Susan. Thank you so much for staying up. I'm going to go and have dinner because it's dinner time here in the UK. Another fun trivia. Thanks, Emma. Thank you so much for all joining me here. Let me know how many you got out of 15. It seems like every week someone gets 15 out of 15. I'm not sure if you're using Google, but yeah. 13 out of 15, not bad. That's not bad at all, David. Thank you so much. Jenny says the 80s throwback on Anthem has been cancelled. That's sad. Most of Morella's cruises have been cancelled for that time frame, but they're kind of hanging on to the ones that are going out of the UK, which is kind of annoying. I get they need the money. The thing is if they cancel this, which they probably will, we're planning on just rebooking it for next year, assuming they're going to do the same thing next year. So fingers crossed that will be okay. I'm really hoping so. Bye to Moa Man, and thanks, Susan, for saying enjoy your dinner. I will enjoy my dinner. Mike says you could organise a Zoom cruise with your friends. That's not the same. On Morella, we were going to have, you know, 90s fancy dress up. We were going to eat, and it's unlimited drinks, and it was going to be really, really nice. So I was really looking forward to that. Naughties from Illinois back to work. Nice. 10 for 15 and never cruised. That's amazing. You must have been like absorbing facts like a little sponge. That's fantastic. Bye, David. Thank you for joining me on trivia. First time while live. Well done, Scott, for coming while we are live. That is fantastic. It's so nice to see all you guys come back again and again. I can't believe how long this has been going on for, but I'm enjoying it. And also, I'm going to stay here for 90 more seconds because I like this to be exactly an hour. So I'm not going yet. I got 9. Not bad, seeing as I've never been on a cruise. That's fantastic if you've never been on a cruise. Absolutely amazing. 0 for me. Sorry, Mower Man. If you made me do a quiz about lawnmowers, I would be the same. I have like a little fly mow. I have a really small patch of grass in my garden. But yeah. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Please do give me a thumbs up if you're watching this. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's something ridiculous like, I don't know, like 80% of my views are not from people that have subscribed. Which is your best YouTube vid? Ooh. Depends if we're just assuming that the most views is the best, because the most views is 400 and something thousand on a video I made about Scarlet Lady, the cruise ship. My favorite one at the moment is a video I made about the future of cruising. That's got 300,000 views, I think. So other people like that one too. So if you haven't seen that video, it's called, I can't remember the number, some number of ways that your cruises will change after COVID-19. I think that's my favorite one now. I do like the Scarlet Lady one, of course, but yeah, it's getting a bit out of date now. Bit out of date. I'm gonna have a fish fingers in a sandwich. That sounds amazing. I love fish finger sandwiches. Okay, well, I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be here same time, same place next week. Thank you for watching this, and goodbye.